following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Let's go to our man Dave in Clearwater. Hey, Dave, Happy New Year. What's happening, man?
Happy New Year to you, my brother. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great, man. How you been?
I am doing well, man. I'm doing well. Can I throw a quote out at you?
Sure.
In the market, somebody knows something. Someone always knows something. That statement was made by a great trader by the name of Tom O'Brien about 6-7 years ago.
Oh, yeah?
And it kind of hit me like a brick. You're right. Somebody always knows something.
Hey, Carlos, what's going on, brother?
I'm calling you back, Tom. This morning I had the pleasure to talk to you and your son, and I don't want to miss the opportunity to talk to you again.
Well, I think you made some money on this bond.
Oh, yes, Tom. Your newsletter helped me.
That's a beautiful thing. We appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Great week. Accept others the way they are. You cannot change other people. It'll try to change them to fit what you want them to be. Is like trying to change a dog into a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down. We have the Dow Industrials down 148. NASDAQ is up 32. S&P is a flat. Gold contract also flat, trading at $13.24.10 an ounce. Silver down 4 cents, $16.56 an ounce. Copper down a penny at $3.10 a pound. Light sweet crude off 8 cents, $61.36 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note right now up 5 ticks, 120.06. 30-year bond up 19, 143.23. King dollar's down 225 ticks, trading at 89.415. The euro is at 123.40 to 1 US dollar. The yen is trading out here at a price point of 106.34 to 1 US dollar. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do we have out here? So we go over to the SPY. What you're looking at in the SPY is this. SPY right now is trading at a price point of 278.54, 278.92. Now, this is pretty wild because 272.92 is your swing high from February 27th. We had 99 million shares there. You've done 45 million. Bottom line, it can't hold that price. NDX 100, 3 Qs. What do you have? NDX as well as the NASDAQ Composite. They broke topside on Friday, and they did have wide price spread behind that move. We did 38 million shares. You're taking out 37 million, which was light volume, by the way. The bottom line, you took it out. The NDX would have to come back inside the 170.91 bottom line first before it wants to get into this 150. Now, I do expect that that's going to get tested. Bottom line, though, you'd have to let it get back inside the break topside first. Small caps. What do we have with the small caps? IWM, small caps are going for their high. Small caps out here, we're at 159.31. The low of the high is 158.40. The high is 160.62. Thus far, we hit 159.65. The Dow Industrials also weak out here. So the S&P and the Dow are the weak links. Dow Industrials out here didn't make the 27th. The high of the 27th is 25,800. Bottom line, that got up to 25,449 today and basically just gave it up. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Well, we caught a bid. This is going to get interesting watching this whole baby shake out right now, and this is why. So what you had last week is that you had the gold market volatile. We went after the swing point of March 1st, which was a high volume swing. It wasn't higher than we were going into, but it was a high volume swing. We did 422,000 contracts there. On Friday, we got down to 1313. It rejected it. You had 345,000. What we did out here this morning, we also rejected it. You only get 209,000. Nice setup. Why is it a nice setup? Because we've been in this place since February 1st, number one. You had the sign of strength out here on February 14th, as well as we had the sign of strength last week on March 7th. That sets up a run up into the highs, which is 1370. You take that with the aspect of what the GDX as well as the HUI and XAU have done. Bottom line, it looks like this thing's on its way. The GDX out here today, you rejected 2135. You're at 2176. We go to the XAU. What you're going to see inside the XAU also rejected the 78.29 level. Right now, you're at 79.80. That didn't get near the lows that had been generated last week either. So it's intriguing because the XAU has been stronger than the Gold Bugs Index. What the Gold Bugs Index did do today, which it had to do in order for all of these to get higher, to be in harmony, is to get back inside the 174.19 area. It did. It's up $180.81 right now. It's back inside it, and that puts game on and harmony on in all the indices. That together with, let's go over to the, what's intriguing here, I'm going to do the 10-year first, because the way the bonds are moving, of course, the short-term rates are going to be important, for the gold market, period. That's the bottom line. Short-term bonds, the 10-year right now, nice move out here today. You have a low of 142.27. We're up almost a full point from that. We're up 29 ticks, 32 ticks is a full point. We're at 143.24. That's the 30-year, rather. And that baby is going after the high-volume swing of 144. We take a look at the 10-year. What do we have with the 10-year? 10 years, the same type of setup, meaning that you got into, make sure, yeah, I get the June up. 10-year out here today, 119.28. Right now, you're at 120.06. The highs of the first and second were 120.22. I expect we're going to go for them. I actually expect this move is going to bring us up to the February 6th time frame. That's when the 10-year was trading at a price point of 122.02. Now, if you get that type of action inside the bond market, folks, what's happening is that that's saying that, guess what? The market itself, I would say, will get heavy at some point, meaning the S&Ps and the Dow, because if that type of move is going to occur inside the 10-year note as well as the 30, that means that rates, guess what, are basically going to be going up slower than we actually think right now. Right now, the 10-year is trading at 2.864. The high for the year has been 2.950. If we go over and take a look at that TLT, which may give us a couple hints also, is that the TLT, which is a 20-year bond fund ETF, that's going to need more juice underneath it, but bottom line is that it's up 72 cents. You have a high-volume swing at 119.62. I expect you're going to see it go for it, and we'll see whether they can get up to the 121. Bottom line is that if you get a wide price spread with some juice behind it tomorrow or the next day, that is going to have broken the downtrend of the last almost 3 months. So it's a long period of time. Dow Industrials right now down 132. Nasdaq's up 32. S&P's a flat. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Until recently, it was almost impossible for the average investor to hedge against currency risk in Europe or Japan. For a bold trade on Europe or Japan that protects against moves in currency, trade HEGE or HEGJ, 2 times currency hedged leveraged ETFs from Direction Investments. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up down 131. Nasdaq's up 33. S&P's are flat. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Steve Rhodes, as we do each and every Monday at 20 past the first hour. Don't forget, folks, Steve does a great show here every trading day, 1 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. Also has a great newsletter, Mastering Probability. Now, the way you can get that 30-day money-back guarantee, you come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters, you go to trading newsletters, you can go to Mastering Probability, check it out, 30 days money-back guarantee. Steve Rhodes, what's going on?
Well, Tom, it looked like a great golf tournament weather-wise over in your neck of the woods up at Innisbrook this weekend. I don't know if you caught any of it.
It was a big deal. Yeah, they... You know, and not only that, it put Valspar, basically on the map, right?
It did.
Yeah.
You know what? How great was it to see Tiger come back and actually be in the swing of things? Truly all the way up to the very last hole of the golf tournament. But what I thought was the most cool thing about the event was that it mentioned that professional golf really began at Bel Air Country Club. That's where the first PGA tournament was ever played. First professional golf tournament was played in the state of Florida.
Yeah, it's the oldest club in Florida. I know. It's right up the street from us, folks, and we've been there.
Yeah, absolutely. So pretty
we'll
cool
golf
that they.
There. That's right.
yeah, absolutely. So you've kind of been mentioning the markets, like you just said. The Dow is down. The Nasdaq is up. So we've got one bull that's moving forward, meaning the NASDAQ 100, and we've got another bull that's kind of laying down on the job. So the question really that you and I and everybody needs to answer is, which of these two bulls is correct? So in order to do that, what I like to do is I like to try to figure out, what does the liquidity in the stock market look like? Because if you and I can answer what the liquidity gauge looks like, if there's plenty of liquidity, then it doesn't matter if you're laying down on the job. Eventually, you're going to get back up and join on in. But if liquidity is drying up, well, that's a problem out here. So if we take a look at the NDX 100, and one of the ways, there's a number of different ways for each of us to take a look at liquidity. But since we are in what we can call a one-world market, you and I, all of our listeners out here, we are not the only ones that trade the Dow or the S&P or the NASDAQ or any of our indices out here. They're traded around the globe. But if you and I were sitting over in Europe somewhere and our primary currency was the euro, we'd really be taking a look at what is the Dow doing in our currency. because that's where we're going to be able to get our return. Or if we're in Japan, we're taking a look at where the indice, in this case here, the NASDAQ 100, what is it trading at in terms of yen? Or if we're over in the UK, what is it trading at in the case of pounds out here? So this chart takes a look at those four currencies. Dollars is on the left. We've got euros right next to it. Then you go to the yen and then to the Great British Pound. And one thing that you and I can see is that at this stage, now this is a monthly chart. So as we speak right now on March the 12th, the NDX 100 has broken out again in terms of being priced in dollars. It is also broken out in terms of euros. It has not broken out in terms of yen, but it has in terms of pound. And so from a liquidity standpoint, we've got, in essence, three of the big four automakers out here, dollar makers, I should say, where price is broken out. And those traders that are going to trade the NASDAQ 100 from a momentum move, it's given a clear signal that price is ready to move to the upside. But the big trophy in the market, when it comes to the way that traders look at it around the world, is really the Dow. And because we were talking about golf, I thought I would go ahead and put up the big trophy in the golf marketplace, which is the Masters tournament up at Augusta. So this is the actual trophy up at Augusta. This is the clubhouse. Very cool trophy. But with regard to our market out here, the big trophy is really the Dow. So if we go take a look at the Dow, which is the bull that's sitting down today and, in fact, is pulling back, and we take a look at it priced in U.S. dollars, euros, yen, Great British Pound, this is not broken out in any of those currencies, and it won't until we see the Dow get above the January highs out here. So at this stage, and we talked about the Dow last week, and so we're speaking about it today as well, and this is where the real fight, because if the Dow were to close above 26,617, we'll just round up here, then we would have a breakout going on, at least inside of the Dow priced in dollars. With regard to euros, we need to see the Dow priced at 21,461. Now, this is going to change. Well, actually, it won't change at all. Won't change. That's the breakout level. That's the swing point from January. And we can see the Dow in yen has work to do the upside, as well as the Dow in pound. So this is where, from a liquidity standpoint, you and I, or at least around the world, we're getting two different signals out here. So that asks the question and begs the question, well, which of these bulls is right? So one of the other things, Tom, that I like to do to try to gauge liquidity is understand what's happening with high-yield bond funds. The reason is if there's liquidity going on there, if there's money that's chasing those bond funds, well, then there's plenty of liquidity, or typically there's plenty of liquidity for the stock market. So one of the bond funds, and there's a couple out there that people can track, but one that's very easy to track and has the most historical data, the ticker symbol, folks, is AWF. And that's the Alliance Bernstein Global High Income Fund. It's a closed-end fixed income mutual fund, and they invest in markets around the globe. So just like we've been talking about currencies around the globe in our markets, how they're priced, it fits right into that schedule. And we can see that they primarily invest in lower-rated debt securities out here, the majority of them being rated B to triple B out here. And this is as of the close on Friday. And so if we take a look at this chart, you know, what does this chart really tell you and me about the Alliance Bernstein Global Fund? I'd say basically not much. I mean, I could come and give you some technical analysis about that, but that's not where the real use of this chart comes from. The real use on this chart is for you and I to compare it with regard to the S&P 500. So the top portion of this chart is the S&P 500. The bottom portion of this chart is the AWF. And what you can see on here are a couple of different things. One, you'll see divergences when the S&P 500 is moving to higher highs, but the AWF is not confirming that move. And typically when we see that, you need to prepare yourself for some type of pullback. Just like, and this is, by the way, this is a weekly chart that we're looking at. Okay. And if we take a look at the bottom that was made in 2009 in the S&P 500, the bottom made a higher low inside that AWF. So it was giving us a liquidity signal that liquidity was coming back in the market. But another way to take a look at it, if you fast forward to where we are at from 2016 forward, you will see significant bottoms in the S&P 500, where these green arrows are, and you'll see those same significant bottoms in the AWF. You take us to where we're at today, and this was a chart as of about 15 minutes ago. We're not seeing that same significant bottom in the AWF. And you were talking about the S&P 500 during your first segment out here. And this just says this is time to be very cautious because the liquidity gauges aren't really confirming the move other than inside the NASDAQ 100. So that's my take as of 3:26 in the afternoon.
It's a beautiful thing, brother. So come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters. You go to trading newsletters. You can 30-day money-back guarantee, folks. Mastering probability. Check it out. And, of course, every trading day right here, 1 to 2 Eastern Time. Check out the show. Steve, thanks so much. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Look forward to the show tomorrow.
Thanks, Tom. Take care.
Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. Last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down $1.29. You get the NASDAQ up 33. S&Ps right now are up 1.5. Let's go over and take a look at that Bitcoin. We got a question from my man Paul about Bitcoin. So let's take a look at this and see what we got happening here. So Bitcoin has had quite a move out here today. We've moved actually $1,000. The high was 98.89. The low was 89.06. We are at 89.49. Interesting. So the question would be, is that an ABC down? See, what gets intriguing here is that if I if I take a look at this, now I've been watching this since basically 8 o'clock this morning, and this is what you have happening. Now, the CBOE is trading Bitcoin. Their contract is 1 Bitcoin per contract. The CME is trading Bitcoin. Their contract is 5 contracts, 5 Bitcoins. And if you're watching Tiger TV, you're going to see that the CBOE traded 6,800, the CME traded 2,500. So you're talking about 12,000 inside the. So we get about 20,000 Bitcoins traded. Now, that number, folks, is one of the highest numbers that we've had since that. Well, let's say for at least the last couple months. I didn't see what they were the first couple days. I saw them, but I can't remember them exactly. I don't remember any of them being this high. That's the bottom line. So, what do you have? Well, that would mean that you actually have a spike higher today with volume, even though you gave it up on price. So, at this point, the question was, do you think it's an ABC down? And I don't, but that's a heavy speculation, man, because what is happening is that these volumes are coming in, and the volumes, I suspect we're going to be able to track them on both the CBOE and the CME. Thus far, Bloomberg hasn't put them at the end of the bar chart yet, but I suspect they will. So when I look at it that aspect, that's telling me that more than likely it's not an ABC structure on the way down, and more than likely it's actually going to probably bounce after this goes after this swing point again. Pretty wild. There's been a wild market out here today, there's no doubt. If we look at the Litecoin's down 4.3%. You got Ethereum off 2.5. Ripple is down 3.3. Let's go to Litecoin for a second. Take a look at Litecoin. Okay, so that 175, is that correct? Yeah, 175. Okay, so Litecoin is trading 175. Oh, I see. It keeps bringing me back to, well, I'll get this 1 second. There we go. Okay, so here's Litecoin. That's made a couple runs down. So that's a run off 191 to 175 today. Now, that definitely did break that low. Let me see this on. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens there, too, because this is saying that, yeah, 158 might hold, too. You're at 176. So we'll see where it shakes out. But volatility is out there in spades. Some of the higher volume stocks inside our market, what you have, Micron Tech. That's the leader out there today. That's up $5, 8%. Let me take a look at this. This is like a rocket ship, man. So, and there's only 5% short position in it, so it's certainly not the short position. This came off. Yeah, this is a big number. Let's baby put this on a weekly. So on a weekly, oh, I see what's going on. You got an ABC up too. Well, so your A point is 27. You get like 22 bucks, 37 for it. Oh, listen. So this will get interesting. This is just finishing a ABC structure on the way up. In fact, 61 is the finish of an ABC structure on the way up. So this is where it's always dangerous when you finish an ABC structures on the way up or the way down. In this particular case, though, you got a danger. The reason being is that they always look great at the end of an ABC structure on the way up, and they look terrible on the way down. But in both cases, they normally do something other than continue the same way. If we do go look at the LRCX, what you had happen last week, as Lam Research on Friday broke topside, that went from 213 to 226. Now you're at 228. It's up another $4. And this is also a major break topside. This had 3 tops, and it just blew them away. You know, the last 2 tops did have volume. 218, we did 25 million on the weekly. We broke that last week with 26.9 million. So bottom line, that does want higher price. AMAT, let's go take a look at AMAT, Applied Materials. Yep, now this is interesting. This one probably doesn't look like it's going to hold. It got over the high of 60.89. Yeah, oh, it's still holding 61.31. That's trying to basically break topside. The volume 84 million. Okay, versus 72 last week. So that has a shot also to get topside. NVIDIA wasn't moving at all on Friday. Now NVIDIA looks like it's not going to be able to, it looks like it's going to be a failure in price and volume. NVIDIA today goes to 253. You're going over the swing high of the 21st. Looks like going to close under it. We're at 250.13 right now. 251.96 would be the number. Volume is dying on the vine at 13 million versus 22. If we take a look at the indices in general, what you're going to have is that you get the NYSE doing 437 million shares. That's going to bring in light volume all day long. And you get the NASDAQ composite doing 1.8. Now that's going to probably have some volume. Where the divergence is out here also is this. So picture, we're going to have light volume inside the Dow Industrial. So that's saying that, guess what? That baby can still go higher. The composite is actually saying that we may get some volume in there once again. We had volume on Friday. It looks like, and yeah, we're at 1.7. That can do 2.2, 2.3. So that's saying that that's still firing forward with volume. And if that's what you get, that would be, which is really weird, but that would be in harmony with higher prices still. Why? Because you're pulling back in the Dow, has lighter volume. You're going forward in the composite, has heavier volume. Now, that being said, the ETF structures are dying on the vine. You know, you get the, well, actually, the NQs, I mean, the NDX 100 is not bad. No, it's 28 million. That'll do 35 to 37. The SPY is dying on the vine, though. The SPY right now, 49 million. That baby's going into 99. The IWM, that is 11, coming into 24. Yeah, that's dying on the vine, too. So that's dying on the vine. Amazon, the king dog out here. Amazon right now, let's see how many billions Amazon got today for Jeff Bezos. Up 21 bucks. Pretty intense. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Dow Industrials down 102. NASDAQ up 39. S&P's up 3.5. We'll come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back. Dow right now down 86. NASDAQ is up 42. S&Ps are up 5. Let's go over and take a look at Google since we're looking at these high flyers out here. So Google right now trading at 1170. Trading at 1170. And this is going to get interesting because Google was definitely lagging. It got a good boost on Friday, 2 million shares. I'd let it go hit the high. You know, 1186. You're at you hit 1177 today. This will hit the high when you get that close to it. Let's go to Al in Tampa. Hey Al, what's going on?
Not much, Tom. How you been?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Just fine. You got your son with you or what?
Oh yeah, he's always here.
Oh, he's always here now? That's great.
Oh, he's been here for a long time.
I want you to take a look at WEN, Wendy's.
Wendy's. Let's go take a look. We have Wendy's. The low for the year is 13. The high is 17. Al loves this stock and has for years now, right? I love it. Seriously.
Hey, listen, there's a few of them.
Oh, you've had a few vacations on this. I know. Listen, I know. Listen, you've had a few vacations. I know, man. So, okay. So we're pushing the highs with volume. That's the good thing. You know, he's 1741. Let me just see this. I'll put this on a monthly for a second.
Yeah, Buffett went ahead and said he likes burgers and that, and he said Wendy's, so.
Who does?
Yeah, Buffett.
Oh, Buffett.
You hear what he said about cell phone? He has one of those old flip phones. You see, and he went ahead and said that the reason he doesn't buy one of the iPhones and that, because if he did, then he'd know the stock was saturated.
That's pretty good, yeah. That's pretty funny, actually.
I thought it was pretty funny, too. He's got a flip phone.
Yeah, those flip phones are great, though. Remember? They really were. I mean...
Well, I kind of like them easy. This new one here, it's just so complicated.
I liked how you could put them in your pocket. They're so easy to put in your pocket, right.
Getting my alerts on my stock and stuff like that when something comes down.
The smartphones are cool.
I mean, I got into Groupon today at the low, and went ahead and sold it. It put a trailing stop in there and got out at 469 today, which was really nice.
Nice. I think you got action here, man. You know, it looks to me like you might
It looks like an ABC up. It's starting in the B portion.
It does. And, you know, it looks like it's about
go what, to 23?
I get 20. You know, it's what happens here, folks, is that when you measure an ABC, you know, it's basically an art versus a science, but trying to figure out, like, where's the A point on this? I'm figuring the A's down at 843. I got this on a monthly because it's, you know, Your B's up at 16.65. So that still is going to get you $20.50. And you have your swing point up there at 22. So more than likely, you know, it's going to go for that swing point. That's the way it looks.
I've got a question about candles.
Yeah.
When you get a down candle, I mean like a quick draft, like you mean it drops like, and it's just you get that long arrow like a hammer.
Yes.
On the retracement now, where should you look at putting a buy order, especially if there's a gap there?
Well, I think you're talking about shooting star. So shooting star means what happens is that
the shooting star's up, right?
The shooting star is up, but then it gives it up. So you get higher, and the shooting star can be a doji also. Like this has the shooting star or a doji. You can say that on its high on the 10th of January. And what happens with shooting stars, they like to get retested, which is pretty cool. Now, this is the danger part on this one is that it's getting retested today. You know, we hit that high with 8.1 million. You're getting tested with 2.8. You know, that's on the daily. Now, you take this and you put it on the weekly, and then you can see on the weekly, hey, it looks a lot better. You know, we did the week 25 million the week of January 11th. Well, we did 21 million last week. Then, if you put it on the monthly, which is do all those folks, on the monthly it looks great. The monthly, man, it's you know you got buyers, man. It's breaking tide. That's where check out a B point with volume. So you got 915. This is another way of doing it. 7. Yeah, that still gets you 20.5. That $22 is probably game. That swing point because see the shorter. I did this more conservatively this time too. The A to B point, and you still got that high up there of 22. So. That's this.
Can we look at one other one? Is Lumber Liquidators.
LL. So let's take a look at Lumber Liquidators. That's trading.
Yeah, I went ahead and.
What'd you do? Oh, we just lose them? We just lost them now, I think. Okay, so Lumber Liquidators, this here. This is dangerous because that high volume spike there at that 2019 L.
It's what?
This one's dangerous. You know.
Well, I know I'm making money on it. I love danger.
Yeah.
You put a trailing stop in there and you make some money. Perfect. I got in there at like 2040.
Yeah, and
when it went down to 2022 or something. 2020 on earnings day.
It can test that too. That's, you know, so...
Well, I figured it would retest it. I figured I put a trailing stop it to like 25-something now. I figured I'd go ahead and sell 2/3 of my position and then put a close trailing stop in then.
Yeah, listen, you know, and just be aware, the closer you get to their earnings, May 1st, because if there's something material, they'll have to come out with it before the fact. You know, because the way this stock operates... You know, I mean, it'll gap lower. It won't just open lower. You know, meaning trade lower.
Gapped up and made me a lot of money.
It's a beautiful thing, brother. Cooking, man.
I know it was. It's funny. You're flying back over there. You can't get any, and then all of a sudden you find out it goes ahead and gaps up $8 or $9 on you, and you got 2,500 and 3,500 shares, and it's just a great thing coming back from Europe, giving your wife a nice trip. Thank you very much, Tom, for teaching us.
No, thanks you, man. That's a beautiful story. Great. Man.
I was thinking about how long we've been going back. I go back to when you had the first gold report.
Yeah, it's 2001. That's pretty intense.
And I just picked up my first when you had your book in the binder. Remember the book in the binder?
I do. I have a copy of it. Yeah.
I'm just saying that's how far we go back, and
cool, man.
Thank you for everything, Tom.
Well, I appreciate all the support too, man.
Okay, take
Thanks
care.
so much.
Bye.
Man, time's a trip, folks. There's no doubt about it, man. It's kind of it's strange going back that far and then projecting out that far. It's like, oh boy, you know. I mean, I've been doing this on the air since 1994, so it's what 18.6. That's oh my God. That's 24 years. Pretty intense. 24 years from now, oh my God. Oh, baby, watch out. So, I'm going to stay right. We were just talking about Lumber Liquidators. I'm going to go over to Floor & Decor. So, this Floor & Decor, this is like a new IPO. When's it been out? Let's see. So, this went IPO April of 2017. When an IPO at 21, it's 46 bucks. This is a company that's growing by some big numbers too. Let's take a look at this for a second. Yeah, it went from 584 million in 2014 to 1.7 billion this year. They're expecting it to do 2.1 next year. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 104. You get the NASDAQ up 34. S&Ps are up 2.5. And we go over, let's go take a look at Intel, stay in the chip market for a bit. Intel also trading at highs, $51.51. And this also, when this baby broke top side, let's see. Yeah, we broke with volume there too. So 37. You're talking about $18 A to B, which gets you it gives you 42, and we're already, that's stretched, man. Okay, that's really stretched. Then you can make the case that you get another ABC up. What a trip this is. 33 to 45. That's 12 bucks, which gets you 54. Right now, you've hit 52.30. So bottom line is that that looks like that can make 54 bucks. That's what it comes down to. Let's go take a look at the copper market from one of the tigers out here. So copper right now trading at $3.12 a pound. Yeah, this looks to me like we're still in a consolidation. You know, the top being at $3.30, the bottom being $2.95. The real positive deal inside copper, that being said, is that guess what? Largest copper company in the world will not back off. Southern Copper trading $54.34. This is a big number, man. This is saying that copper's going higher. It was in a 10-year consolidation. It consolidated from 2007 just to basically 2 months ago. Breaks out, and right now you're $47 was the breakout, 47 to 49, and you're away from the consolidation. You're at 54. That's saying, when I look at something like that, bottom line, the user end, when you have something like that, most times that's copper's going higher. They did $5.8 billion in 2014. This year, $7.9 billion next year, 8.3. Good numbers. Stay right there, folks. We're coming back with the close. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 123, NASDAQ up 34, S&P's up 2.5. We're coming right back.
You know what's cool? Taking something that's good for you. Something specifically formulated to help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Nico, our hunter and gatherer ancestors found all their nutritional requirements for health in their wild environment. But today, our food sources no longer contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients our bodies need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty, and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated fulvic and humic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They have been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, life cannot exist without them.
That's right, Paige. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge, formulated and approved by Nico and Paige of Living a Primal Lifestyle. Buy it today for just $89. Click on the Primal Edge banner on the front page of TFNN.com. The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Oh, look who we have. It's a beautiful thing. Get our man, Jim from Minneapolis. We're going to take it by storm.
Taking it by storm, baby.
I love that. That's a great saying, man. Hey, what's happening, brother?
Good morning, gentlemen. How you guys doing today?
Good, man. Yourself?
Oh, man. It's been the most incredible couple of days since when I called in on Friday, Litecoin busted out of that consolidation on the 2-hour chart.
Okay.
And it just never looked back. It did a 100-point ABC up, and now it's very extended the way I look at it. But
yeah.
Holy I mean, it went up to $420 last night.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Always do your best. Surrender and let go of the past. Whatever life takes away from you, let it go. When you surrender and let go of the past, you allow yourself to be fully alive in the moment. Letting go of the past means that you can enjoy the dream that's happening right here, right now. Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What are you doing right now? Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 157. NASDAQ up 27. S&P's flat. We go inside the Dow Industrials and we take a look at the pressure on the Dow out here. Bottom line is it's all about Boeing. Boeing put in 71 negative points into the Dow. Caterpillar put 25. United Health 18. United Technology 17. Home Depot 16. Leader out there, Goldman Sachs putting 17 positive points. Apple putting 11. IBM putting 6. ExxonMobil putting 4. You take a look at Exxon and Chevron, folks. They're dead dogs. Bottom line is that they are still trading into the downdraft that was out there from February 9th. Exxon had gone from a price point of $89, you're at $75. That is building cause to take the next leg down. Chevron, same type of setup in Chevron. We take a look at Chevron. Chevron also came off the highs of 133. You're trading 116. And not as bad as Exxon, you know. The high of the February 9th area was 118. Chevron still at 116. The low of that area, however, was at 108. So you're talking big numbers on the way down. NDX 100, bottom line, that's still, it broke topside on Friday. Bottom line, you're over the highs, and, you know, you're away from the top. So the NDX 100 would have to get back inside 7,022. Right now, you're at 7,131. If we do take a look at the 3Qs, the ETF structure, you did 36 million shares. So the bottom line, you did follow through with some share volume also. It's not great, but guess what? It's not small either, 36 million. Inside the composite itself, we did volume out here of 2.2 billion. So you actually have harmony in the market. And what that would be, folks, is that you back down with light volume inside the Dow Industrials. The NASDAQ comp bottom line went higher with volume. That is saying that somehow, some way, the S&P as well as the Dow Industrials are going to try to make another run for this February 27th area, because the SPY did fail at the swing point on the 27th. That was 278.92. We got into it with 65 million versus 99. So that also actually was a failure. That's saying that the S&P can pull back. That being said, Dow Industrials just went lower, dramatically lighter volume. If we take a look at what you have here, we pull up the Dow, what you're going to see is that, yeah, you were going into heavier volume, try to get heavier, but you still back down with lighter volume. And, you know, that has some support really at the 25,000 level. We're 25,178. You know, market-wise, if we go over and we take a look at the Treasury market, the Treasuries look like they're going to get off the low number one. We've been here since February 14th. So we have a high volume spike, excuse me, folks, on February 6th. I expect that's going to get tested. On the 10-year, that's 122.02, because that was a sign of strength, but it gave it up on price. We had two additional signs of strength on March 1st as well as March 2nd. That's where it looks like it's going to go. If you take a look at the 30-year, you can see the 30-year set up the same way. What's intriguing about this, of course, is that we are coming up into our next meeting. It's going to be there pretty quick. So the 30-year looks like the spike from February 6th is 146.21. You're at 143. If we do take a look at the next meeting, I believe it's the 21st. Yeah, 21st of March. That's right around the corner. So the Fed is expecting to go up on 25 basis points. The kicker will be, and there's a 100% probability inside the Fed fund futures rate. I believe it's one. Let me just get that again. Make sure it's. Yeah, it's 100% probability for the for the March 21st rate hike. It goes down. The next one, then the May rate hike goes down dramatically to 18%. June, however, goes up to 62%. So that's June 13th. King dollar. We go take a look at King dollar out here. King dollar, bottom line, looks like it still wants lower price. Now, this is a big number. DXM. Let me pull it. And we take a look at King dollar. King dollar, you know, failed when price and volume March 1st, failed again last Friday. This is setting up, wants to go after the swing low of 87,830. And if that's what you're going to get, whatever is going to be inside of the statement on the 21st, it's going to be pretty dovish. That's how that seems to be lining up. Because if, in fact, that would be a hawk inside that statement on the 21st, you would see these commodities get toasted and roasted, and that's not what we have out here. In fact, what you have out here, you get some real juice inside these commodities. The gold and metal market has rejected lower price on a continual basis. Today, you had cocoa up 3%, you had natural gas up 2%, sugar was up 0.7, you get wheat up 0.3, soybeans are up 0.7, and if you do go over and we look at a few of these soft commodities like wheat, like soybeans, they're off the bottom, and they're off the bottom pretty good. You know, the bottom in wheat goes back 3 months. That's $4.23 a bushel. Right now, you're at $4.90 a bushel. You're going into this huge sign of strength when it broke topside on the 28th. So bottom line is that those babies want higher price. Inside the NDX 100 today, SMH's big action. That was up $1.14. If we go inside the NDX, you're going to see, I believe, that it was Micron Tech. Yeah, Micron Tech was the leader out here today. That was up 8.7%. And what's intriguing about that is that they're saying, you know, I have only a 5.4% short position outstanding, but the way that traded out here today, this looks to me like it was more than that. In fact, the way that, so check this out. This is where this is going to be really cool watching this, because this is actually dangerous what actually happened out here today in Micron Tech, because the volume went up so dramatically. You know, we pushed higher Friday with 13 million, did 24 million today. It's almost like is that a blowout top? You know, which is a different number. And you stay right there, folks. We'll talk about it as soon as we come back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors. Are China A-shares hot or not? If you trade China A-shares, now may be time to take a closer look. Trade CHAU or CHAD, Directions Daily CSI 300 China A-share Bull and Bear ETFs. China A-shares in either direction. Visit directioninvestments.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at some of the high-volume stocks out here. You had Micron Tech was the big one. It was up $4.78. It had Apple up $1.74. Netflix was down $10. Let's go over to Netflix. Netflix started off slow this morning. You had one of the short sellers out here who has hit a lot of big ones. Citron Research came out, Andrew Luff came out this morning, setting his sights on Netflix, noting in a tweet that the streaming company's market cap has increased by $17 billion since the beginning of March, as short interest hovers near a 10-year low. Left known for its aggressive short calls predicting severe downturns in stocks, that Netflix shares can be shorted back to $300 a share, which, by the way, is not a lot of bread. But bottom line is, they got it going today. When Netflix did open, it opened up at 333, sold it down, and I wouldn't be shorting Netflix, folks. What you have here, you actually went to a higher high today, and you have volume behind the move. You hit 333. You did volume out here of 20 million, and that's saying, guess what, you're going higher. And Netflix actually is a ABC up. Let me just see where this is. Okay, so let's see. Move this back further. Man, yeah, this is a monster ABC up on a monthly. So this is, let's see what that number is on a monthly. So the ABC on the monthly was $80, $124, which would get you 278. Basically, oh, that's interesting. Maybe he's doing an ABC up. What's interesting about that, your ABC up was $300, but guess what? You can do a 1 to 1.618. You can do it a 1 to 1.382, meaning the first move's $10, next move's 13.8. Or 1 to 150, first move is $10, next move is 15. It looks like it's just an extended ABC structure on the way up. So bottom line is that I wouldn't be shot in Netflix. Let's go take a look at a couple numbers that just come out here. Blue Apron. Blue Apron closed today at $2.07. This is trading at $2.07. Let's see what they're having to say with Blue Apron. Falls below $2 for first time amid block trades. Let's see what we got here. So this is quite an IPO. This went IPO at $10 on June 28th. Ooh, that's what a hit that is, man. That's an 80% hit. And what's intriguing about this, of course, is that I believe that Blue Apron is all about aspect. Okay, they provide meal kit delivery services, sending weekly boxes of pre-portioned ingredients with instructions for customers to cook meals at home. Bottom line, folks, is that Amazon has taken over all these businesses. That's why this thing's going to end up getting shaken out. What is intriguing with Amazon today, even, it's going to be the financial business. It looks to me like Amazon's going to be really getting their head wrapped around. Last week, you had the aspect of, they're talking about getting the mortgage business. Mortgage business, that's huge price spread, big margins, big numbers they're talking about, and big numbers you can bring to the bottom line pretty quickly. Intraday out here today, it looks like they're going to come out with small business credit cards. And I suspect what seems to be going on here is that this is going to be more than likely to match up with J.P. Morgan. They got together with J.P. Morgan and Berkshire Hathaway. They're going to get into the drug business, to try to cut out the middleman. It looks like J.P. Morgan has already figured out, well, they're going to be monsters inside of the financial business. So we'll find out how this is going to get laid out. But when they came out and said they're going to do mortgages, or they're looking to do that, that made a lot more sense of getting involved with J.P. Morgan. Because so watch what happens, is that J.P. Morgan would be selling the paper for the mortgages, and that's selling the paper is where it's at. What ends up happening is that there's so much less risk. You're taking the paper, you're selling the paper. The same with the credit card deal. So if Amazon's going to get tagged and J.P. Morgan is going to be the bank behind it, bottom line is that as they sell those receivables, which they will do, that's where, you know, there's a huge amount of money to be made, because you're talking about billions and billions of dollars. You're talking about very small amounts on that, but you're talking about a huge cash flow. So we'll see where that shakes out, but it looks like Amazon is definitely getting into the financial business. The real question is going to be, how far do they get into it? Goldman Sachs out here today, that went after its high, the high of 273.79, and the news there is that you had Blankfield last week. He said he's going to retire at the end of the year. Well, today they bottom line, they got they know who's going to be the new CEO when that happens. It's going to be Solomon. There was two of them. There were two presidents, and the bottom line is that looks like the guy that didn't get it, he is saying he's retiring. Schwartz is retiring, I believe. Let me just see. Yeah, so the bottom line is that Blankfield looks like the guy that Blankfield turned around and picked David Solomon. His basically rival, Harvey Schwartz, sent his resignation, and he's going to be there to the end of April. You know, we'll see whether Blankfield actually stays to the end of 2018. I guess it's not that far off when we start thinking about it. Well, no, we're only 3 months into it. We're going to take a look at the Apple. Apple went after its high today also. That high, it's over it. So the high in Apple, 180.61. You're at 180.72 right now. And this is going to be a good one to keep our eye on, because this is early in the week, and this hasn't got away from the breakout. So this is not, I wouldn't, you know, this is not like it's a monster breakout here. It just got its nose over the highs of the past few weeks. So we'll see if, in fact, they can get anything going. COUP, let's go take a look at Coupa Software. They design and develop software solutions. The low for the year is 22, the high is 49. This closed at $49. It's trading right now at $49.60, so it's trading up like 50 cents. And numbers go like this on it. The estimate was, revenue estimate was $48 million. They took in 53. Per share, they had estimated they were going to lose 11 cents. They did lose 11. Okay. There it is. The estimate was they're going to lose 14.6 cents, and they came in with a 2-cent loss. So that's quite a feat. You know, for the first quarter, they are still projecting a larger loss. That's why this thing's not a rocket ship to the moon. They had projected a loss of 11 cents. Now the loss is going to be 11 cents to 13 cents. Stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Right back, folks.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how EverBank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? EverBank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? EverBank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. EverBank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. EverBank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. agenda.
No matter what kind of trader you are, 2018 is a great time to try out a subscription to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report. Whether you just plan on diversifying your portfolio with some exposure to gold and gold mining equities, or you're a gold bull that sees 2018 as the year of commodities, now is a great time to sign up for the Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his Gold Report every Monday morning before the market opens and covers a variety of topics including gold, silver, platinum, copper, the XAU and HUI, the dollar, bonds, South African rand, as well as more than 20 of the most actively traded mining equities. Start your 2018 off with a bang and sign up for the Gold Report today. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. For all the details and to start your subscription right now, visit the front page of TFNN.com and you'll find the Gold Report under Investment Newsletters.
TFNN has put together the finest programming lineup each trading day, featuring some of the most knowledgeable and respected financial minds in the nation to educate traders and investors. On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, we broadcast 8 hours a day, starting at 9 a.m. as Larry Pesavento kicks us off with Trade What You See. Tuesdays and Thursdays, we broadcast 11 hours. Get an early and healthy start to your day as Nico and Paige bring you Living a Primal Lifestyle. Then catch Andy Hecht at 5 p.m. with the Commodities Hour, following the Tom O'Brien Show. Swim lessons from TD Ameritrade Think or Swim is now at 11 a.m., followed by Basil Chapman at 12 noon. See the TFNN program lineup via the link on the front page of TFNN.com to get a complete overview of our TFNN shows and hosts. And keep TFNN's Tiger TV tuned in on your mobile device, PC, or Mac for the latest financial news and information throughout the broadcasting day. TFNN.com, educating investors. This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Let's go over to these metal markets. So, first, we'll start with the gold contract. Gold contract right now, I'm going to put the continuous contract up. We're trading at 13.23. So we look at this as a daily, and what you're going to see is that we have been at the same place here since February 7th. Bottom line is that, you know, December, you're at 12.36. Make a nice run straight up to 13.65. Topped out on the 25th of January. Now, what that was doing, folks, is it was still trying to take out this high going all the way back to September, and it couldn't do it. You know, on this contract, you took it out by a few pennies, but that's a forward-looking contract. So if you actually weren't the contract we were trading on, it did not take it out. And this continued, you know, bottom line is that that's what we're still doing. The cool thing here, though, is that we've been doing this since January of this year. So that being said, what do we end up doing? Okay, so you came down hard the week of February 9th. That was when the Fed was meeting out here, 1307. We came down, we tested this the week of March 2nd. You had lighter volume on the test. Last week we rejected it. This week we rejected it. What that sets up another run up to this high of the 1365, 1370 mark on the continuous. And if we break that, I expect what you're actually going to see is that you're going to go after the swing high of the July of 2016, which is 1377. The reason I'm saying that is that it's been up here 3 or 4 times and hasn't backed away on the leg up that started in December of 2017. So if we take a look at this and you see the correlation of strength versus the weakness, the bottom line is that after that leg, the first leg up, what we didn't do is we didn't even get to a 50% retracement. You know, so that is saying an indication, number one, that you have a chance to make the high. Number two, you have a chance to really do some big upside potential. If we go over to the GDX, your Market Vectors Trust, you're also going to see what that did. Tested. Each and every time it was testing the 2127, it rejected it. First time was fast and furious on February 9th. February 9th, you went down to $20.83, and then you closed out at $21.68. It just rejected everything, and the bottom line is that, you know, you had volume. Volume was 101 million on the daily. We came back down there, tested that with 59 million, then turned around and actually tried to test it again last week with 23 million. You had that nice sign of strength that came in on the week of, well, actually Valentine's Day, February 14th. That is when it broke its downtrend. That is saying that GDX wants to get up to 2486. So I like what the gold equities, silver equities did out here today. XAU also rejected lower price out here today, was up 77 cents, 79.67. The larger one is the HUI. The reason being, the Gold Bugs Index, folks, had broken down. It broke out of its trading range, which was 174.19. First time it broke out of it was on the February 9th. It got back inside it, had the sign of strength on February 14th, and then broke down again, twice actually. Broke below it to 168, closed at 173.14. But guess what? That's not 174.14. Then it closed below that on Friday. It came right back in. That is also a good indication, number one, that you're going into this 190 area, and I expect you're going to be up to the 209. Now, if we take that together with the notes and bonds that we did on the last segment, they look same deal. They want higher price, lower yield, which is really unusual coming into another Fed meeting. King dollar, we take a look at King dollar. King dollar, bottom line, still wants lower price. They've been selling off King dollar for a long period of time, actually since January 3rd of 2017. And if we take a look at King dollar right now, bottom line is in no man's land, meaning there's nothing in between where we are right now, getting down into this 80 mark, and right now you're at 89,880. What's happening with King dollar, what's holding King dollar up, which would make sense, are the highs of 2008 as well as the highs of 2010. You know, the highs of the lows are at this 88 to 89 mark. So we'll see how this baby shakes out the rest of the week. What we have now is this, is that you get earnings that basically are over. There'll be a couple stragglers that are coming in, as we just did a couple. It doesn't start in force again for another 3 weeks. And calendar-wise, you're also away from window dressing. So I expect what we're going to see is that we're going to see this volatility pick up a little, and we'll see exactly what we have happening inside the market in general, but also I'm talking about the metals market or the currency market right now. If we go look at the euro, correlation, the opposite correlation of the dollar, the euro's at 123.36. The top of this consolidation out here is 125. We put this back, and what you're going to see inside the euro, which stop in the euro, is how the downdraft came in same day 2008 and 2010. That's what that's building cause now to get through. You get through that, that euro is going to be out here at 139, and that's going to be fast and furious. So those currencies are going to be a big number, watching how the interest rates come in, currencies come in, because fundamentally what you should have, and that what most people were looking for, I'm not sure whether they're looking for it anymore, is that they're looking at that our interest rates are going up. That would give a stronger dollar. Well, we haven't got a stronger dollar. Short-term rates have gone up. But what's also going on, it depends on who you're going up against. And going up against the euro or the yen, both of those have been getting much stronger than the U.S. dollar. If we go over to the yen, we take a look at the yen. The yen right now is trading at 106. That's 106 yen to 1 U.S. dollar. You bring this back 3 months, it was 113 yen to 1 U.S. dollar. The way this is trading, this didn't hold price today. This is trading that's building cause to get into this 100 mark. You know, you're only 6 pennies away from it right now, and that's nothing. You know, we've gone down 6 pennies in 3 months. The thing that's intriguing is that when you get down into that level, you know, that's the last time that we held that level in June of 2016. There's, you know, you could build some cause at that level and then get down to the lows of 2011, and that would be 76. And that, folks, that would send the metals market literally up in an extraordinary way, big time. We take a look at a couple of the equities. You had Gold Corp, decent day out, up 29 cents, 13.30. Franco-Nevada. Now let's look. There's a couple that have got smoked. That is, is not a great indication for the gold market. And one of them would be Franco-Nevada. This has always been one of the best gold stocks. It's a royalty stock. Stock went from $86. You're trading at $68. We take this, we put it on a longer-term basis. We put it on a 10-year monthly. And 10-year monthly is not bad. I mean, this thing broke topside out of 61. It's at 68. Not the end of the world. Stay right there, because we're going to come back and we're going to do Rango Resources also. Dow finished down 157. NASDAQ up 27. S&P's flat. We're coming right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Thinkorswim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
You don't buy into that nonsense, do you? You know you can't time the markets. I didn't. And in 2006, I set out on a mission to do just that. I began by surrounding myself with the greats like Tom O'Brien, Larry Pesavento, David White, and Basil Chapman. I read countless books and even looked to the moon and planets for answers. Now, we both know that trading is 80% mental. So I learned the exact tools that Tony Robbins uses to overcome fear. I'm Steve Rhodes, author of Mastering Probability. And last March, the folks at Timers Digest began tracking my newsletter signals, which through January 18, 2018, placed me as the #1 gold timer for that exact time frame. Now, I can't officially be recognized until Timers Digest has a full year of signals, but clearly I've learned how to time the markets, and I'd like to teach you how to do that as well. Subscribers to Mastering Probability gain access to my live and archive workshops where I show you the exact same patterns that earned me this #1 ranking. If you're looking for great market calls and an education, sign up for Mastering Probability today at TFNN.com.
Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We are talking about the gold, equities, gold market in general. And, folks, if you would like to test drive my gold report, real easy to do. Just go to TFNN, hit newsletters, hit investment newsletters. You can test drive it 30 days absolutely free. So, first we're going to Franco-Nevada. So, FNV. So, this is a royalty stock. This thing, since 2001, has been a great stock. Now, this came back down. Now, it's back down on lighter volume, but bottom line is that, I'd like to see this thing get a sign of strength. The reason being is that normally where Franco-Nevada Royal Gold and Rango Resources go, that's where the metal actually goes. And what you have this past week is that Franco-Nevada is weak. You know, bottom line, you know, today, basically not bad, but not great. If we go over to Rango Resources, symbols GOLD, that was good today. And the reason what you had is this. We didn't have a lot of price movement, 69 cents, but you had a big pop on volume. We did 598,000 shares today versus 400 on Friday. That's an indication that, okay, we might get some action going there. If we bring Rango Resources back, what I don't like that did happen, is the week of February 9th, you came barreling down. We went from 96 to 81. You did 8.6 million shares. As we had done, we did 8.7 November 1st when we went from 90 to 73. This is like a replay, 96 to 81. Now, that being said, what it didn't do is break a swing low, which is positive. Okay, so those would be the two equities that would be saying that, okay, the gold contract does not have to go higher, because the way that those stocks have normally traded, if in fact they're trading good, gold contract likes to go higher. Royal Gold, different ball game. So now Royal had got slammed. Let's see, we'll bring this back. That got slammed in December. That went from 88 to 78, 4.2 million shares traded, hit a low of 78.25. Well, got slammed again, as did all the equities on the week of February 9th. This is what the difference is. Didn't make it to its swing low, which is 78.25. We got to 78. That was a great indication. You start bringing this a little bit closer, and what you're going to see is that, put this on a weekly, is that this consolidation is still in play. You came down last week, slightly lighter volume, but in this one here, you're only $14 off the high. So the way that baby is set up is that would be saying that, okay, you have a shot that the metal contract can get higher. Now let's go over to the silver contract itself, because what did happen last week in silver actually was stronger than gold, about time, and silver came down to a low on Friday, rather, $16.32, absolutely rejected it. That sets up a nice setup. That set up that it wants to run to 1702, and we'll see whether we can get to the 1775 mark. If we go to the SLV is the ETF structure for silver. This also held up really well. When I say held up really well, it did not go after its swing low. The swing low we're talking about from the first is the price point of 1523. What we did is that we got a sign of strength right after that, getting up to 1590. That was on the 6th. And bottom line is that the way that is set up, I suspect it wants to get up into January 25th, which is 1664. So we start putting those together. That's telling me, folks, that the run inside the metals market is on, that the metals want higher price, the equities want higher price, that the currency market, meaning our dollar wants lower price, euro wants higher price, yen wants lower price because that's when it gets stronger, and if we go back to the interest rate structure, it looks like they're going to be buying bonds, and those rates are going to get a little bit lower. Let's go to Larry in Texas. Hey, Larry, what's going on?
Oh, hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
I'm doing okay. What's going on with Barrick today?
Let's take a look at Barrick. So Barrick Gold, low for the year is $11. The high is $20. It's up 31 cents. Okay, so
good jump today.
That's good. We got someone buying it. Yep, that's what it needs too. So this was quite an expansion. You know, last Friday you did 9.7. You did 18 million shares today. Let me pull this back. I'm glad you called about this. This is going to be intriguing. Okay, Newmont cut at RBC. Barrick upgraded. Okay, so now let's go look at Newmont too. So RBC, Royal Bank of Canada. Look at this. This is cool. I like it. So Royal Bank of Canada cut Newmont and brought Barrick goodwill. But guess what? Newmont also went up. That's what I wanted to look at. So that's good. That means there's just more buyers. So if we take Barrick, ABX. Now, Barrick, folks, is the largest weighting structure in all these ETF structures. So, yeah, this is not a bad setup. You came down on volume last week, but we did. Okay, so watch this. On a monthly, last month, we came down on 288 million. You went from a price point of 14 to 1150. That being said, though, you are going into 520 million. This is good, and was 288. It's a good setup. This is saying Barrick, man, can get up into this $23. Well, yeah, let's take it step by step. That'd be the longer term, though. This thing has volume at 23 bucks. Let me just pull this back closer, though, because this has some work to do. There's no doubt about it. First, we'd have to get back inside 13.95. Hey, listen, you got to start. That's how this is shaking out, man. Let me see.
You got time for another question?
Yes. I just want to see when they're coming out. So April 24th, they're coming out with their numbers. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Would you look at UDN shorting the dollar, the ETF?
UDN. So let's take a look. You get this is the PowerShares U.S. dollar index bearish fund. So when this baby goes up, the dollar goes down. Yeah, I mean, what happens with this, you're at 22.91. Yeah, I think 23.26 is game. Now, this moves really slow. Have you traded this before?
Yeah, I've looked at it before, but there's no volume in this. That I don't understand.
Yeah, there's a better one. I got to think of the better one. There's another one that you can do this, too. You know what it is? I think the thing moves so slow that people just don't do it. That's what's going on.
Yeah, just no volume.
Yeah, there isn't. So the liquidity-wise, well, you know what's intriguing? There's no volume, but if this stays like right now, the spread's only a penny. I'm not quite sure whether that stays like that all day. It would be hard to comprehend that it actually did stay. I would look for another vehicle, basically, to do that. Or you wait for a super counter-trend bounce in the dollar. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I hear what you're saying.
And here's another way. One sec. Go look at, this is what you want to do, too. Go look at the long euro. I believe the long euro ETF has a lot of volume. And if that does, then, because that's the real correlation. The dollar index is 60% the euro. And this euro is strong, man. The euro's at 123. It looks like 139 is game. So.
What's it, FX something?
You know what? I'll ask one of the tigers in the den. Someone's going to know.
Okay.
Okay, man.
Have
a safe one. Stay right there, folks. So we're coming right back. We had the Dow Industrials finish down 157, NASDAQ up 27, S&P's flat. We're coming right back.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. With over $56 million in cash and over $66 million in working capital, Great Panther Silver is positioned as a company with a solid foundation and poised for growth. While completely unhedged to the price of silver, Great Panther retains 100% ownership in 2 producing mines in Mexico, which is the top silver producing country in the world, along with future potential production in Peru. Great Panther is highly leveraged to the price of silver, and after a great year of performance in 2016, Great Panther Silver has a strong outlook for 2017 as well. With good liquidity in trading and strong fundamentals on the balance sheet, while remaining completely unhedged to the price of gold and silver, now is a perfect time to take a closer look at this equity. If you'd like to find out more about Great Panther Silver, then go to greatpanther.com or check them out on the NYSE market, symbol GPL, or the TSX, symbol GPR.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. And if we do go to that long euro, and that's what Larry was saying, it is the FXE. What's intriguing here, this FXE is an ABC structure on the way up. It took out a B point on the monthly, and it took it out the month of January. So this isn't this. It's a good size one. The A point is 100.46 is your A point. Your B is 116, so it's approximately 16 points. Your C is 111, so that gives you 127 price projection, and your swing point up there is 137. 119 is what we're trying to get through, but this is impressive because that, if we bring this over, that is saying the probability gets much higher that we are going to bust topside inside this euro, and that means the dollar is going to bust the downtown. So this is pretty cool, man, because you get volume, you get price, you get all of that. When you pull that together with how the dollar's trading, how the yen's trading also, because the yen, so picture the yen, I believe, is 14% of the dollar index. The euro is 60. That yen wants the lower price too. That yen looks like it wants to go to 100, and if it busts the 100, you get that 90 coming at it. So that's saying metal market wants higher price, man. This is going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. And as I said, if you would like to test drive the gold report 30 days, just come over to our website at TFNN. You go to newsletters. You're going to go to investment newsletters. You can test drive it right there. And it looks like we're going to have some action. You know, GLD. Let's go to the GLD. Just finish it up with the GLD. GLD also rejected lower price out here today. You're at 125.54, and this has been a long consolidation, man. This consolidation started in June of 2013. It has volume at 131, so that wants to be tested. Pretty wild. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Everything you need is right inside you, folks. Have a great one. Have a safe one. Look forward to speaking right back here, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Go get them, folks.
Platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.